Hello, this meditation is for being able to connect with the suppressed parts of ourselves. During childhood, we often have traumatic situations that we cognitively cannot process. We don't have the cognitive ability to process when someone gets angry with us or tells us we can't have something, or something happens that we weren't expecting, and it's in that unexpected response we're not sure how to respond, and so we actually make something up about ourselves in those moments. Could be something like, oh, I'm not worthy, I I'm not good enough. uh, for an example, you know um, a child can be shopping with their parent and they see a doll that they really want, and the parent says, no, we can't afford that. I'm not going to get that for you. We're here to shop for food. And in that moment, the child, not understanding the complete situation, and that the parent is actually just focused on getting the food. And it may be true that the doll is too expensive to afford, but the child can take that message and think, well, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy to have that thing. And that becomes a wound, and it becomes this stuck energy in the body. And so today in our meditation, we're gonna just go back to try and go back to the first time this sort of feeling came about. So what happens is this pattern repeats. So once we have this idea of maybe like not being worthy or not being enough, or I'm too short, that can be one as well. It's a limiting belief, and we make up these things about ourselves. But the pattern often repeats, and it's usually triggered by something someone says, even as we're adults. So that feeling, that emotion often comes up, and it's coming up to be healed. And we usually don't like that feeling, and we shove it back down. So in today's meditation, we are gonna go back and try and connect with those feelings, those suppressed emotions that we have suppressed and locked within us. And so this is a bit of a discovery. It's a bit of a discovery meditation, and also it's we're going to try and connect with that and allow that energy to flow. So we'll get started in just a second here. Okay, so I've got some music now on in the background, and I just invite you here to just start to let the day go thus far. And I invite you to allow your eyelids to close. And when I say allow your eyelids to close, I mean like just relax the muscles that are holding up your eyes. I don't want you to like force your eyes closed. Just release the muscles that are holding them up, and it's much different feeling and a much different energy when you just allow your eyelids to close rather than forcing them closed. Now just take 3 deep, refreshing breaths, and we're going to breathe the deep right into our abdomen. And when you breathe into your abdomen, your belly should expand. And when you exhale, the belly should contract. Okay, so that way you know. So just to let you know, just open your eyes for a sec. So when you take a deep breath in, it's not your shoulders pumping up and it's not your chest puffing out. It's just the belly moving in and out, and your upper torso doesn't actually move. Okay, so allow your eyelids to close. Take a deep inhale into the belly, and this is all through the nostril. And just a nice slow breath out. And just start to notice your breath here. Maybe you can actually imagine it following your breath in through your nostril, down your windpipe, into your lungs. And on the exhale, maybe you can follow it back up the windpipe and out your nostrils. And as you visually follow your breath, just see if you can feel the sensations of the air moving on your nostrils. Maybe you can feel the coolness of the inhale and the warmth of the exhale. And on your next inhale, follow that breath in, into your nostrils, down your windpipe, into your lungs. And then imagine the oxygen being transferred into your blood cells. And as the oxygen travels all through your body on the river of life, that river of life that runs through your body, just connect with the nourishment that's coming into your body right now. And as you breathe in, just imagine breathing in this beautiful white light, this white mist, as it comes into your body and starts to travel into every cell in your body, nourishing, healing, relaxing, allowing the parasympathetic system to kick in here. And as you exhale, just release anything that's not serving you, any thoughts, any feelings, any emotions, any places in your body that you're holding on to tension. It's perfectly okay to let that go right now. And just take a quick scan of your body from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. And just start to release those muscles between the eyebrows and the jaw muscles, the muscles around the neck, mid-back. As we move down the body, just let your muscles release from your chest. And on your next inhale, you may notice you have so much more room to inhale as you relax these muscles. Just let go of anything you're holding on to in the solar plexus. Just release the tension in your lower back, in your abdomen. Just allow your hips to loosen up. Allow your quads, your hamstrings, just to let go of any tension they're holding on to. And just allow the calf and your shins to release. And just allow this wave of relaxation to flow from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And anything that's not serving you, just allow it to flow into the floor, out the bottom of your feet. Beautiful. Now, think of those situations where you feel like you've been upset. Maybe you've been triggered. Someone said something that upset you. Just think to one of those situations. And let's go beyond the anger. Let's go below the anger. So usually below the anger, there's a level of guilt or shame. Someone's triggered us. We're getting too close to an emotion that we're holding on to, and we don't want them to see this emotion. We don't want them to see this thought, what we've made up about ourselves. Usually it's, I'm not good enough. I can't do that. It's usually a can't. It's something that we're afraid to show the world for and reason we're afraid is we think we'll be judged for it. So just connect with what's behind that anger. The shame of that thought or feeling of not being enough or good enough or worthy. Connect with that feeling and then try and go back as far as you can in your timeline back to when you're a child, to the earliest time you remember having this feeling. And if you can't get back to the first time, it's perfectly okay. I just want you to be able to connect with that feeling and a memory of having it in your childhood. And just connect with that feeling. Maybe you want to replay that situation in your head, what happened, how you felt, what you made it mean. And just the purpose of this meditation is just to connect with that feeling. So we will go ahead and try and release the energy around it. Because once we can release the energy around it, it will release the energy around a lot of the situations that have a similar feeling behind it, a similar wound. If you heal it in one place, it transfers into many places in your life. So if you have that feeling like that, I'm not good enough. For me, it was that I failed again. I was afraid of failing, and anytime I was triggered, it was usually because I thought someone would discover that I'm a failure. So I want you right now to connect with the feelings of what you're hiding. So for me, it's feelings of failure. So I actually want to feel like a failure, because that emotion and that thought is stuck in your body. And the only way to allow it to move is to actually feel the feelings. So we're going to feel those feelings and allow those emotions to express themselves. So if it's feelings of not good enough, feel like completely embrace the feeling of not being good enough. And if you have to release emotionally, if you have to cry, if you have to scream, if you have to pound at the table, it's perfectly okay to do that, because you want to move that energy. That energy is being held in your body, and it keeps coming up to be released, and we usually just keep pushing it back down. So here's your opportunity to allow it to release, connect with it, feel what it feels like. It may not feel nice, but it's only for a short time. You don't have to feel it forever. You just want to feel it, allow that energy to flow, and then we can feel good again. Because usually after the emotional release, our body feels good and we feel good. So connect, release, and I'll just give you a minute or two here in silence, just with the music in the background. And then we'll come out of our meditation slowly. Okay, and just start to notice your breath again. Bring your attention back to your breath. Try and feel the sensations of breath on your nostrils, the coolness of the inhale, and the warmth of the exhale. And maybe you can notice the pressure of whatever furniture you're sitting on or laying on. Bring yourself back into the room that you're in. Bring your awareness back to your body. Maybe you want to move your arms and legs. But before you open your eyes, take a deep breath, inhale, and we're going to exhale with whatever sound wants to come out. Oh, yeah. If that feels good, you can do it 2 or 3 times. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you connected with some of the emotions that you're holding on to. And remember, I love you, and I'm so happy for you. Namaste.